and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Go.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
54 is Mike. Check, block 54, block 54. Here we go.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of them. Backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on fourth down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw is Darnold. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Ballage. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll run here with Ballage. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 3rd down, Laird. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Right quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Vince Beagle, the one to bring him down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold goes underneath for Bell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
You go tight. You go tight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
55, 55. You don't see me in your nightmares.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, Orbit.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Hey, 20. 57. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Fitzpatrick from the gun on third down. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. They're able to locate Wilson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Looking for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And a completion to Wilson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Darnold completes it. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Come on, Bears. Let's go.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Wilson's got it complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Parker the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. And his pass incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. On 1st down, Darnold. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check nine, check nine. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Again, Darnold. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. From the gun on third down, Fitzpatrick looking for his running back, and he's got it. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, 180! Mike 57. Watch the curve. Go ahead. 52 and 56. 52 and 56.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. It's Parker. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 57 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Strong. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Open man, it's Preston Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Fitzpatrick now. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick again. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson there to make the grab. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Darnold. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Darnold now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To the air again, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They go play action here on 1st down. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, he has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Let's go.
1st down, Fitzpatrick. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Hey, check. 20. Hey, you. Come on, D.
Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's 17-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Now Fitzpatrick. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very